Contestant number 6, Philip Cameron Smith. Philip Cameron Smith.
Keith, what a wonderful story. It's such a memorable story. These notes, I don't really need them. You told us a fabulous story that was very personal, it was emotional, and it was impactful at a very personal level. You told it in about a journey that was about riding a bike, but it wasn't just about riding a bike. It was about meeting people. It was about making connections with people and getting help and having the problems and solving them. A very personal human story that resonates with so many people, and it certainly resonated with me. You told it in very simple language that was easy to understand, easy to follow, very clear. You used great gestures. You had your fingers, you had facial gestures. And when you had, you used your hands quite a lot in your gesturing, that was very effective and kept them from just hanging at your side. You also had great vocal variety. For example, particularly when you were talking about Blanche Dubois, you had a higher voice, and that also added to the interest and the vocal variety and the impact. How could you make such a great story even better? Well, one thing you noticed with your gestures, particularly early in your speech, you tended to have your fingers in the tip-to-tip position, and that would be where your fingers and hands would go back to after any one of your gestures. And it would also even that you would tend to have to find where your fingers would go each time. So just a little thing, and if you don't know what else to do with your hands, have them in the resting position. I always find that so strange. However, it does look natural to the audience. You also had, I think you had some notes. I think you had them off to the side of the screen, and every so often you would look at them. And I would suggest then, if you are going to use notes, and it's obviously so we don't always have time to practice to the necessary level that we don't use notes. What I suggest you do is you put them right up in the camera, as close behind the camera as you can find it. The closer you get to the camera, the less it will be noticeable to the audience when you look at those notes. And lastly, when you gave your speech, it was always from the same position. With a speech like this, there were certainly opportunities that you could have added some other ways of moving around the stage. Particularly, I thought when you had the bikes being changed, maybe you could step to one side and look down while one of your friends, colleagues, or strangers was fixing the bike for you. And maybe the next one you could have gone to the other side and looked down while they were doing it, just to give extra movement, extra variety. And it also helps to anchor the people in place so that we remember even more clearly what you do. So you had four people help you, and a very memorable story. Thank you, Keith.